Penny Darlings, welcome back. Or welcome for the first time. I don't know your life. You go check me out at the Penny Darling on Instagram. Check out my blog website, pennydarlingtheblog.com. Like, subscribe, send to your friends, send to your mom, send to your grandma, send to a friend you haven't talked to since high school. I don't know, send it to somebody. This video is not sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, although I feel that it should be. This is how I get ready to talk to humans. Pretend to be a person. Just pretend for 5 minutes. You can do it. Anyway, hello friends. Hi friends, I'm Abby. If you missed my intro video, go check it out. I have it also posted on this channel. Today, I promised you stories, so here I am. Your girl is delivering like Domino's, also not sponsored by Domino's. A story about how I met my wonderful husband, Preston. Let's just dive right in because it is a serendipity rom-com level story and I need you to be here for it. So in 2014, I graduated college and my college boyfriend broke up with me. We were a couple that knew we had an expiration date. It did not come as a shock to me. It probably came as more of a shock to him that I was like, oh, okay, fine, see you later. And I just left. It was the least traumatic breakup of all time, so don't feel too bad for either one of us. But then I started having that panic. Oh my God, I just graduated from college. Now there are no more eligible bachelors. I am going to live alone and die alone. That's what's gonna happen to me, is I'm gonna be alone, and that's gonna be that. I started getting stressed out. Maybe I should go back to that first college guy. That's never a good idea. Just saying. I get all stressed out and I think I should date that guy, and then I think I shouldn't date that guy, and then I end up not dating that guy. I reactivate one of my online dating apps, which is actually OkCupid. I worked at the Ephrata Performing Arts Center, which is a small theater, which was about 30 minutes away from my college town where I was living at the time. So I decide that I have seen all of the people in my geographical location, so I am going to change it to where I work and see if there's more eligible bachelors. And let me be clear, I had never gone on a date with somebody from a dating app. I always was worried I was gonna get murdered, so I usually chickened out, but I had never done it. So I changed my location, and like a day later, I get a message from a person named Preston. He sends me a message that says, "Have you ever heard of a place called EPAC?" I answered him back pretty much right away and said, "Funny you should say that. I happen to be in EPAC right this second. Is this a coincidence? Are you a stalker? Is this a Joe from You situation? I don't know. All good questions. Am I right?" I ask a couple people around the theater about him. They all give him glowing Yelp reviews that he's wonderful and that he's kind and that he's really talented and he's a really low-key kind of dorky dude. I like that. I like low-key dorky dudes. I was thinking, okay, you know, maybe, I'm not sure. And then completely unbeknownst to him, the artistic director of the theater had no idea that I was interested in Preston. And he happened to post a video that had Preston singing in it. And if you have never heard my sweet baby angel sing, he is such an incredible performer. He's so talented. His singing voice is seriously, it's beyond. As a theater girl, I saw him and went, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll go on a date with that guy. Have you heard him sing? Yeah, of course I'm gonna go on a date with him. Oh my God. I was very excited. So we start messaging back and forth. This is in June of 2014. We're joking back and forth. We go from chatting in the app, we go to chatting on Facebook Messenger. He makes some really dumb joke. And I said, oh, come on, that was a bad one. I said, well, I'll have to try a little bit harder. I shot back, because your girl's such a good flirt. How hard are you trying? You haven't even asked for my phone number. Is that embarrassing? I feel like I'm embarrassed. Sweet baby angel of my heart just goes, here's a completely out of the blue question. Could I have your phone number? Come on, wouldn't you give that guy your phone number? I did. And then a month passes. This mother effing dude does not text me. He doesn't message me back. He doesn't text me and say like, hey, we should go on a date or let's get a drink. He just does completely nothing with that phone number. He's not even trying to get a booty call. I'm thinking, who is this guy? A month passes. I'm on vacation with my friend Swags. We were camping. I had almost no cell service. I get one bar and I get a text from a guy. It says, hey, it's Preston, just sending you that text. And I went, is he kidding me? Is he kidding me? A month and he thinks I'm just Your girl waits for no man. I am not just sitting around waiting for him. I show it to my friend Swags, who was an important character. We were roommates at the time. He ends up being a very major player in this story. He's standing right next to me and I go, this guy, am I right? I don't want to date him. Just completely ignore the text. But I don't delete it. That's key, that's crucial. I don't delete the text. Go on living my life. Rest of the summer passes, no really eventfulness. I'm not seeing anybody. In the middle of September, I get cast in a production of Carrie at a second different theater. Preston is in EPAC's production of Cabaret, so running at the same time. But I get called into work in September, late one night. It's like 9 p.m. And I realize that cabaret rehearsals are going on downstairs. I've never met Preston. I think that guy I was talking to on that dating app is here right now. Maybe I should meet him. What's the worst that could happen? So I send him a text and say, hey, I happen to be here late. Do you want to grab a drink? I wait and I wait. But he's rehearsing. He's not checking his phone. And I wait and I wait and I wait and I think I'm not waiting anymore for a dude I don't know. Hit that yellow brick road and went home. Like 20 minutes later, I get a text from him that says, hey, are you still here? You want to get a drink? I just finished rehearsal. At that point, I was already back at home and I didn't want to drive all the way back, especially because it was, I don't know, a Tuesday night. I was not doing that. We kind of strike up conversation. We start talking again. We start flirting again. It gets real cute and mushy. But I'm in a play and he's in a play. So all of our nights and weekends are booked up and we just cannot meet. We start leaving post-it notes for each other. We leave post-it notes in the concession stand that has a lot of different drawers. We kind of hide them. Just yellow post-it notes with pen every single day. Cutie patootie, thinking about you. Or sometimes we would pretend we were old-timey Civil War lovers. My dearest Abigail, it has been yet 48 hours since I last heard your beautiful voice, and I have thought of nothing else. You know, just being really weird. And that's how I knew. I was like, he's weird how I'm weird. Awesome! That's exactly what you should want in a husband. So the post-it notes, you know, I would text him and say, I forgot to eat breakfast, and I'd come in and there'd be a post-it note on a pack of Pop-Tarts. Little stuff. It was all cute and romantic. And finally, his play runs 1 week longer than my play. So my play ends, his has another week starting on Wednesday. That Wednesday, I agree that I'm gonna come see his show, and then we're gonna go out and have a drink, and that's gonna be our first date. So I invite my friend Swags to come on this date with us. Okay, now I know for sure I'm embarrassed. Swags is 6'1", one of the most beautiful men I've ever seen in real life, and literally used to do male modeling. He's a really good looking dude. Who brings a really good looking dude on their first date with another guy? Psychopath! Why did Preston even want to talk to me? Okay, looking back in retrospect, that was a weird party move. But Swags is there, he's next to me at the show, I'm, oh my god, there he is. There's the guy, that's the guy I'm gonna meet. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then the show ends. I have this exact revelation of, Swags, you can't be here. You have to leave. And God bless him, best friends for life. He was the best man at my wedding. He went, okay, then he left. God bless good friends. Preston comes out to meet me. I'm so nervous, my heart is racing, and he just comes up and gives me a hug and he goes, I thought you'd be taller. And I went, I thought you'd be taller. So there. We both kind of chuckled and we went out and had a drink and we kissed for the first time at the theater that night. A couple nights after that we went on our second date, which was actually the after party of the play. We went out and we were stealing kisses and we were drinking and we were having a really nice time. And I remember when I got home from that cast party and I told Swags about it, I said, I'm gonna marry him. Plain and simple, I'm gonna marry him. Second date, I'm gonna marry him. I can tell, I just can tell. You know, people are so annoying when they tell you, oh, you just know when you meet the right guy. You do. It's so true. And you truly can't understand until it happens to you. It will happen when you just go, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like, right? And it doesn't, it feels good and it feels, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, love is beautiful. So we have the conversation, the boyfriend conversation. That's how it went down. Me, pretending like I hadn't rehearsed this a million times in my head. So can you just be my boyfriend now? He was tying a tie and I remember he didn't turn around and he just goes, that seems sensible. Fast forward 3 years, we've been together. We never were on and off, we never broke up during that time, we were just together. We didn't really ever have any major fights. We had disagreements and times we were annoyed with each other, but never anything major. And we talked a lot about getting married, we talked a lot about the future. And one night he was in a production of Sweeney Todd and I was helping out with the costume. At EPAC, our favorite theater, he pulled me up on stage. It was the Wednesday night performance of the October musical, same as it was when we met in 2014. He said, you know, honey, when we first met, do you remember that I said I thought you'd be taller? Do you remember what you said? And I answered right away, yeah, I thought you'd be taller. Then he said, well, honey, tonight I'm gonna get a little shorter. And he got down on one knee and he asked me to marry him. I answered, that seems sensible. May not be the most exciting news of, and maybe I'll include a clip from our proposal at the end of this. You know what, actually I am gonna do that. So insert video here.
We met the very first time, right around here, right by this trap door. And I'll never forget the first thing I said to her. I said to her, I thought you'd be taller. And she said, I thought you'd be taller. And it was ever since then, we knew we were a perfect match. We were so in sync. And it's been 3 years of adventures, of conversations, long conversations, and all sorts of fun times. But I don't think 3 years is enough. And so, well, I know you thought I'd be taller. I'm about to get a little shorter. Have a good night.
That's the story of us getting engaged, and then we got married, and I can do a whole different thing about us getting married, but for right now I think I'm gonna wrap it up. So if you're not already, subscribe, like, I don't know, what else are you supposed to do? Send a smoke signal, send an edible arrangement. I don't know what to do. How do you get out of these things? How do you exit? Like, see ya. What if I just pretended that, oh, there's a knock at the door? If I took like a fake call. How do you leave? That's the story of how Preston and I met. It has been a complete romantic whirlwind, like serendipity mixed with a rom-com, mixed with the will they, won't they of a TV show. It was all of the things. And I hope that every single year it becomes more and more of the things. He's the most wonderful dude I've ever met, and I can't wait to bring him into the videos. He's actually not here right now, which is why he's not in this one, so I guess it probably would have been better timing to have him. Either way, that's our romantic story. If you have a meet cute story or a really romantic story, please let me know. Like, subscribe, send this to somebody, send it to people you don't know, all the good things. Until next time, my darlings.